Hey everybody, welcome to Garrett's Games. We are a podcast and a video series about board games. We talk every week on Sundays on our audio podcast that's been long running, and this new video series about board games that we love, one board game in the video series, and tell you about ones that you should check out, maybe ones that you should avoid. This week, definitely one to check out is going to be Kebab. This is by Levi Robertson from Family Tree Games. It is for 2 to 6 players, so that's kind of nice. And it's definitely a family-friendly game about making kebabs and getting ready to fire up the grill and have some good food. So let's check out Kebab. Hey, before we go, remember, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. We love hearing feedback. Please. We're having fun doing these, but we want to make sure that people are out there enjoying them. So give us a thumbs up, give us some a subscribe, and give us some feedback, and we'd love to hear from you. So Kebab is a game for 2 to 6 players where you are literally taking a little stick here and making your kebabs, getting them ready for the grill, right? You are going to, over 5 rounds, draw tokens from the bag. So in a 2 to 3 player game, everybody has 2 kebabs that they're going to be making. 4 to 6, everybody's going to have 1. And in 4 to 6 players, you're going to draw 2 times the number of players, plus 1, out of the bag, these various bits and bobs that are going to go on your kebab. In a 2 to 3 player game, you are drawing 4 times the number of players. So 2 players times 4, that would be 8, plus 1, 9 things out of the bag. The first 2 go onto the grill. And then the rest of them, all right, 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Preparing for the grill.
And 7 are off to the side, ready to get on the grill as well. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to be drafting these things. But the person who is the start player, the person who has the grill in front of them, is going to first determine from these ones that are not on the grill what we're going to score for this end of the game. Right. And 2 possibilities are up. So in this case, this would be 2 points for having whatever goes on here on the ends of the kebab. This would be 2 or 4 points for having odd numbers, 1 or 3, of a particular ingredient on the kebab. So as the start player, I get to look at this, and I'm not really sure at this point what is there, but I might also, because we have
looking at our cards,
individual scoring cards where we're trying to also establish a pattern on the kebab. In a 2 or 3 player game, each person can complete 4 of these. In a 4 to 6 player game, each person can complete 2 of them. They are worth 5 points at the end of the game. So since I've got one that's about pineapple and mushrooms and the bell pepper, and Shelley's got one that has shrimp and bell pepper and pineapple. I maybe look at this.
We're noticing we're competing for shrimp and bell pepper.
I may want to make sure that I'm going to include something that Shelley doesn't even need on her special thing. So I'm going to use this mushroom. And since my mushroom needs to be in the middle, I don't want it on the end. No. I'm going to say it as odd. So then this card goes out. This is now going to be a scoring card, all right? And now I get to start drafting. I, as the start player, get to take one thing, and given that there is one of these mushrooms out there.
But I don't want mushrooms, so you might not want to do that.
Right, exactly. But I can see that there are 2 pineapples and 2 of
bell peppers. That's true.
So I want to get that mushroom going real quick. So I'm going to take that mushroom, put it on my kebab, and now Shelley gets to draft 2 things.
Right. So definitely,
regardless in the play, the last person around is going to be drafting 2 items, like Catan. So once and then back around. Okay.
And so I'm looking at this going, well, I know Doug wants the same things as me, so I should probably, and I don't really care about the stuff on the grill because we'll talk about that in a bit, but I'm going to take 2 of one thing so he doesn't get them.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, man.
But I mean, that may not be good because maybe my next one won't want a bell pepper. Whoops.
Right, exactly. So
now I'm going to put 1 on each, I think. That's what I want to do.
Not a bad idea.
Different. I don't know.
Now I'm looking and saying, well, the grill whoever takes the last thing off the grill then becomes the start player for the next round. So I don't really need either of these two items, but I get to take two things because we're going back and forth here, taking two each. I know Shelley really wants that shrimp. And since she messed me over by taking both of those
I did
bell
do
peppers,
that. You better take that.
I'm taking this shrimp for sure.
Yeah, you should take that.
And then I also get to, there's no,
that's where it goes. That's where it goes.
Is that where it goes?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do that. I think that there's supposed to be holes in that one. I haven't run into that one yet. And then I am also going to take this onion. I'm going to put it over here because, you may run into that. And I get to keep the grill, so I get to choose the card next time. Shelley now gets to take two more things.
And I'm like, well, there is a bell pepper, but I don't want there's a pineapple, but I don't want the pineapple next to the bell pepper. So I messed myself up.
She did.
I really did. So I'm going to because I put it on both sticks. So I get to take this one. I'm going to take the pineapple.
Mm-hmm. And she also then gets to take one other thing. These they're usually really easy. There, you were just aiming poorly.
I'm just lame.
You're taking both pineapples?
Yeah.
Oh, that is so mean.
Both pineapples, yeah.
Oh,
mean.
All right, okay. So that means I get this last onion, and neither of us has achieved our special cards because we're being really mean to each other.
That's true.
But that is the end of a round.
But then you get to pick what comes out next.
I am the start. I would two more turn over. Okay, and we have fun ones. This one is you get a point for each of the item that goes on here that you choose that doesn't touch itself. No touchy. All right, and this is 3 or 5 points for 2 or 4 of the same item on a particular kebab, and you're going to play until you get 10 items on each kebab. You're going to score each of those kebabs separately. For the cards that have been played, you are going to get 5 points for each of your special patterns that you've been able to achieve. And that's the game. So what do you think of this one, hon?
Should I say I love it? That's what I would say. I do love it. It's fun.
It is totally fun.
It's really...
I love the tactile bits.
Yeah,
this is really great.
The fact that you're picking out the things you want to score. And they're very unique scoring opportunities.
So this would be 3 total. You get 4 points if you have 3 total of that thing on a particular kebab.
This one is having things in the middle
of the kebab. Exactly.
Because you can keep sliding them over, right? And you can only accomplish these cards once, right?
The pattern.
The pattern.
Yeah, exactly. Then you get another one.
Right. So
I would not be very happy with this one because I don't have any pineapple. I do have onions, so
and
I'm
you
set
did,
up
but
for
you
that
did
one.
start. Mushroom.
I know, but I was going to have the mushroom things going here, right?
Oh, that's true.
Oh, actually, this one would work out nicely because these could flip around. It wouldn't.
Yeah, sometimes they do.
They don't.
But what's nice is that's kind of the luck portion of the game. That's one
These would be nice, actually, because if I had this one, it would be bell pepper, mushroom, and pineapple, and then all I would have to do is add an onion to the end, and then I've got this one done.
So that feels really good. But what's nice about it is you're limited on the number of these.
Yes.
So you're really you're really more focusing at that point on these special cards and what could come out, and if you get them or not.
Yes.
Because if you're the one who gets to control them. Control
is pretty big, trying to be the person who has this. But of course, if the stuff that's on the grill isn't what you need for your patterns and things and for the scoring, you may not want it. So, I mean, that's
or you may take one off the grill because you need it. And then the other person's like, well, I could use this one. So they take it. And then, of course, they get to be the one who controls what is the scoring opportunity. But you don't know what's going to come out of the bag, too.
Yeah. So this is a really fun game.
It's really
This is
fun.
one of those games that has been self-produced. And so you need to actually go to the Family Tree Games website to get a copy. But it is well worth getting a copy. I can't wait to play this with, we have a gang of people who we get together with. And with 6 players is going to be great. So before we barbecue in the summer, we'll be like, hey, let's make our kebabs.
But it works really well with 2 players to do two of them.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's very fast.
So it scales really well and it's really fast. Very fun game. Pull the family in to play Kebab. We liked it. You should like it too. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So that's Kebab. check it out. Remember, Family Tree Games. Check out their website. That's where you can order it. And we strongly recommend it. Remember, give us a thumbs up and a subscribe for the video. And head down to the show notes. Check out that extensive list of games that no longer fit on our shelves, but belong on your table. There are probably some deals down there right now.
Oh, big time
deals. You might want to
deals.
check out the deals that are down there. You could get a huge box of games. Just be like, oh my God, I only paid minuscule price for them because we don't have the space.
We don't.
We want to get rid of these games. We want them to go to homes that
will
really
love them. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So check out the list of games. Help the podcast. Support us by giving us a subscription and a thumbs up. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.